Radio Dead Air KRDA, Nico Case. People got a lot of nerve. Radio Dead Air KRDA. We had... I don't know how to describe what we just had. Spandex? Afros? And the most confused kittens I have ever seen. Ever. Those cats were just... They didn't know what was going on. Why am I being used in this fashion? Why did that happen? Alanis Morissette, Guardians, had random bugging the Metamorphosis. That was clever. That was rather clever. And if you had no idea what that song was about or why a guy turned into a cockroach, read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Started with Todd in the Shadows reviewing Whistle by Flo Rida. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to add to that one. So Monday Night Radio Dead Air. So, Doctor Who returned this last weekend, and we're going to talk about it right now. Asylum of the Daleks. Was okay. And that's something. I'm being generous on that one. Trying to figure out where to qualify it. And it's well, I liked I think Yesu Otaku should watch it with me. She said I liked the last 5 minutes. Which, yeah, that last 5 minutes kind of... And it's simple and weird, and it doesn't act like it fits. So I was really pissed off with the Amy and Rory shit. Which I'm flat out calling it Amy and Rory shit. And, yeah, and you're expecting this big, important shit to happen. You're going to be disappointed. I think Stephen Moffat, I want to help this man. We need to take Stephen Moffat out to a park, or a mall, or a movie, or someplace where they have public, and introduce him to women. Because they are, I know, shocker, not made of fucking crazy. That's all I got to say about what happened with Amy and Rory shit. That pissed me off. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them go at this point. I should not be feeling this. When you're setting up to have two very popular companions depart, you shouldn't be making me happy about it. Why you do this? There are some interesting ramifications for the series moving forward from here. I liked it. I liked it because this episode changes some shit going forward. And I like it. I like the implications of it. I like the implications of the change going forward. Because if you stop and think about the change that was made, the important one at the end, if you stop and think about it, you'll realize it's going to make a difference in how the Daleks relate to the Doctor and their tactic in regarding to the Doctor from here on out. It's going to make a big difference. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. But here's what upset me, and blah. Asylum of the Daleks was getting us all worked up because part of the production was they went out to warehouses and storerooms and blackness all, and they collected Daleks from the 60s, 70s, from the 80s, from the Peter Cushing films, from private collections that never been on TV. They just been assembled, all for this episode, and they wasted them. The lighting is so bad that you can't tell. You really can't. That they use these other Daleks from these other eras. It's so badly lit. I mean, it's amazingly badly lit. You have to look real close. Special Weapons Dalek gets like 10 seconds of screen time off to the side. And I don't think he even gets to move around. And it they had some stuff regarding the Doctor's past in regards to the Daleks, and you're expecting, oh wow, they're going to use Daleks from the past in reference. No, they use modern Daleks in regards to, they make a reference to Spiridon. They didn't have bronze Daleks on Spiridon. If you know what Spiridon is, then good for you. You're a good fan. You know this shit. But yeah, it was disappointing because you had this great resource at your command. You could have invoked so many eras of the show. It's the 50th anniversary. Back in the 25th anniversary, back in '89, they did something really special. And it was, they had the Silver Anniversary episode was Silver Nemesis, but the Dalek episode for that season was Remembrance of the Daleks. And it really put a spotlight on the Daleks and their history with the Doctor and their history in the show and different eras about them and everything. And even the climbing up the stairs thing. It really touched on it. And it was like, it was a celebration of the Daleks and Doctor Who. It was really good. So when Asylum of the Daleks was announced and all of this build-up, and they're getting all these Daleks together and they're putting them together, I was looking forward to it because I'm like, oh wow, they're doing another remembrance just in time for the 50th. And in that regard, it fails. It fails. It really failed. It's not a bad episode. It was interesting. And like I said, the implications going forward are good. But what a waste. You had antiques, literally, from the 60s, from the 70s. These are antique props. And they still look amazing. And then you put dirty shadows over everything so you can't even tell they're there. They might as well have been the modern Daleks. No one would have known the difference.